So, um, what if everything you thought you knew about the world, like its geography, its very purpose,
Yeah.
what if it was all just a carefully constructed illusion?
Yeah, that's a big question, and it's exactly what we're diving into today.
We've got this really extraordinary document known only as the architectural blueprint of the realm.
Right, and it presents a vision of our reality that's, well, it's pretty radical, nothing like you'd expect.
Definitely not. So this blueprint, it doesn't describe our world as, a spinning globe in space.
No, not at all. It talks about a complex, multi-layered, and contained stage.
A stage.
Yeah, a stage for a cosmic game.
Yeah.
It even provocatively calls our reality a divine blueprint, a prison of perfect design.
A prison. Wow. Okay, so our mission for this deep dive is basically to unpack that, to really
Yeah.
get into this vision.
Exactly. We're going on a journey through this world described in the blueprint.
A world where it says every boundary has a purpose and every location a secret name. We're going to explore its boundaries, its hidden spots.
And its purpose. What does it actually mean to be well informed?
Right, about this kind of reality. Because this document, it challenges, well, pretty much everything.
It really does. It forces you to reevaluate, our place in existence. Gives you a totally different lens.
Okay, so where do we start to really get a handle on this vision?
Well, the document starts at the absolute grandest scale.
Okay.
It says our entire reality, everything we know, exists inside this single colossal electromagnetic dome.
A dome, like covering everything.
Yeah, everything. It calls it the ultimate arch, the omega.
Omega. And this dome, it's just there. Or is there more to it?
Oh, there's more. It's not just a big physical barrier. It's presented as completely unbreachable.
Unbreachable. How?
It's governed by what the blueprint calls the divine law of pi.
Pi, like 3.14.
Yeah, but here it's treated as more than just math. It's like an inherent principle ensuring the dome's integrity, absolute containment.
So you can't get out, you can't see out.
That's the idea. And inside this huge container, you've got the celestial pair, Alpha, the moon, and Beta, the sun.
Our moon and sun.
Right. But the blueprint says they're not just floating up there, they're actively playing out their eternal cycle.
A cycle within this sealed dome, like a giant terrarium.
Exactly. It really changes how you might look at the sky, doesn't it?
It definitely does. Wow. Okay, so we have this massive, unbreachable Omega dome. What does the blueprint say is just inside that boundary? What's the next layer down?
Okay, so right inside the Omega Dome, the document reveals this vast, hidden paradise.
The paradise. Hidden.
Yeah, known as the Elysian Fields.
Wow.
And it's described as a secret sanctuary, a retreat,
For who?
for the players. The elites who, according to this blueprint, know about and are involved in this cosmic game.
Well, hold on. So not just a geographical thing, but like
Yeah.
a literal separate zone for the elites.
That's what it suggests, a physically segregated reality. They literally occupy this hidden paradise.
That's a pretty stark image. Cosmic segregation. Controlling access right at the edge of the world. Is this paradise just open then? Or is it walled off too?
You guessed it, it's enclosed by what the blueprint calls a final great ice wall.
An ice wall?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me.
Yep. The really shocking part, the document says this is the landmass you know as Antarctica.
Antarctica? No way.
That's what it claims. And the elites supposedly have the cynical name for it, the Sea of Tranquility.
Sea of Tranquility, like the moon landing site. That's
Yep.
chillingly cynical is right.
It even gives details. 4 specific bays or porches. The Bay of Love, Bay of Roughness, Bay of Harmony, and Bay of Honor.
That completely reframes Antarctica. It's not just ice, it's their backyard.
Essentially. And it's interesting, how old maps sometimes labeled that area Terra Incognita, the unknown land.
Right.
The blueprint claims it's ruled by a solar queen and acts as the elite's hidden exclave, their private, luxury-gated community, basically.
An entire continent as a hidden gated community
Yeah.
is just mind-bending. Okay, so you have this hidden sanctuary for the players. How do they get from there to, well, here, the human world?
The blueprint is very specific. It says there's only one real navigable way between the Elysian Fields and the human world.
Just one. Where?
It's called the Pacific Gate, a big opening in an inner ice wall located somewhere in the Pacific Ocean.
Inner ice wall now. Okay, and this gate.
It's flanked, it says, by the 2 great pillars of the game, Alpha and Beta.
The moon and sun again, acting as pillars.
Seems like it. Not just lights, but functional parts of the architecture holding the structure together, maybe?
Okay, a single guarded gate.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's not easy to just wander through.
Definitely not. The blueprint says it's a critical choke point, and it's been under constant watch for centuries
By who?
by the agents of the Oak Club.
The OK Club? What's that?
Well, it's described as this: enduring group, maybe a secret society, responsible for maintaining the game and the blueprint's secrecy over ages.
Yep.
And the document traces who guarded the gate over time. First, the East India Company,
Makes sense. Trade routes and all that.
then the Royal Navy, and now the modern Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance.
Five Eyes. Like US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
Exactly. Operating from what it calls fortress islands like Guam.
Wow. So centuries of evolving surveillance on this one single passage. That suggests deliberate control, managing who goes between the elite zone and, well, us.
Precisely. Keeping the game board contained and undisturbed.
Okay, so let's step through that guarded Pacific Gate. We're now entering the center of this architecture, the home of the pawns, as the blueprint calls us. What's it like in here?
First thing you encounter inside the gate is the Great Omega Ocean.
Omega Ocean.
Hmm.
Related to the Omega Dome.
Seems so. It's described as the primordial divine water, where all life in this current cycle began.
Okay, a source ocean, where does it sit?
Within a huge cosmic basin called the Pan. Think of it like the crucible of life for this whole contained reality.
The pan, like a giant dish.
Okay.
And within the pan, across this Omega Ocean, that's where we are.
That's where we find the final enclosure, the pen.
The pen, like an animal pen.
That's the implication. It's described as a colossal horseshoe-shaped ice wall containing all the inhabited lands. This is literally where humanity lives.
Another ice wall. Inside the other wall.
Yeah, it's nested. And the names the blueprint uses for this pen are pretty stark. It calls it the zoo.
The zoo.
Also the Colosseum, and most directly, the game board itself.
We're living on the game board in a zoo or a coliseum. That's deeply unsettling.
It gets even more specific. It says at the very center of this pen sits the Rupus Negra.
Rutus Negra, Black Rock.
Yeah, and it identifies this as the throne of God, the central point of power and observation within this whole designed reality.
The throne of God at the center of the zoo. Wow. Okay, that really forces you to reconsider, well, everything. Existence as an orchestrated spectacle.
It's a chilling description, yeah. Not just metaphor.
Okay, but here's something even wilder this blueprint claims. It says, the watchers and players, this OK Club, they haven't just kept this design secret.
What? What have they done?
They've supposedly built its principles, its whole architecture, right into famous monuments throughout history.
You're kidding, like scale models.
Exactly. Literal scale models of their cosmic realm, hiding the divine cipher in plain sight.
Hiding in plain sight. So what does that mean for landmarks we all know? Which ones?
Yeah, let's start with Stonehenge. Ancient stone circle. We think we know what it is, right?
A calendar, a temple.
Ooh, alignments.
According to the blueprint, it's way more specific. It's a direct 2D map of the Omega landscape.
A map.
The outer circle of stones, that represents the big Omega Dome,
Okay.
and the inner horseshoe shape of stones. That's a perfect diagram of the pen where we live.
Wow. Okay, that fits the shape. And the solstice alignments.
The blueprint says that proves it's a great astronomical clock, a tool for the watchers to track the cycle playing out inside the dome. So not just ritual, but functional tracking within their model. Interesting. What else?
How about the Pantheon in Rome? Its name means Pan the One.
Referring to the cosmic basin, the Pan.
Directly.
Yeah.
The blueprint calls the Pantheon a working model of the reset.
A reset, like a cosmic event.
Seems like it. It's a huge dome. That's the cosmic dome.
Right. It's famous for its dome, and the hole in the top, the oculus.
That's the all-seeing eye looking down into the pen. Constant observation symbolized.
Okay. And what about the floor? Isn't it sloped?
Exactly. It slopes inward to a central drain. We usually think that's just for rain getting through the oculus.
But the blueprint says.
It's a mechanism mimicking the Great Wash. A constant ritualistic prophecy built in. A reminder of cleansing, maybe the resets or floods that punctuate the cycle.
So the building itself is performing a ritual function.
Wow. Okay, keep going. What's next?
Shakespeare's Globe Theater, the Great Wooden O.
Right, the theater.
The blueprint argues it wasn't just for plays, it was the symbolic model of Earth Gaia as the stage for the cosmic game. Life imitating art, or the other way around.
Kind of. The circular wooden structure, that's the pen.
Our world, the enclosure.
And the open roof? That represents the constant gaze of the heavens, the watchers looking down.
So our lives, Are dramas, literally played out on a stage representing the pen under symbolic observation. That connects human performance directly to this cosmic game idea.
It's a pretty deep interpretation of theater. Even modern buildings aren't immune. The Royal Albert Hall in London.
Okay, the concert hall, how does that fit?
Another model of the dome, according to the blueprint. Its name honors the monarchs, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, linking earthly power to the cosmic design.
A modern echo of the dome. And any specific features?
Yes, it's numbered porches. It mentions 3, 6, 9, 12. The blueprint claims these aren't just entrances. They're a map of the elite's global power centers.
A coded map built into the architecture, showing how the symbolism evolves but persists.
And finally, maybe the most disturbing one, the Colosseum.
The Roman Colosseum. Gladiators, spectacles.
Exactly. The blueprint presents this as the most cynical of all the models. It's a direct representation of the game as a spectacle of suffering.
Ooh, how so?
Think about the structure, the tiered seating. That represents the elites in their Elysian fields, looking down from comfort,
Observing the arena.
which is the pen. The central arena is where humanity, the pawns, are thrown to the lions.
Literally lions. Or symbolically. Symbolically. The blueprint says the lions are the chaotic solar forces, unpredictable destructive energies, things that cause turmoil in our world.
So the suffering in the arena mirrors the chaos we experience.
And it's all put on, supposedly, for the elite's entertainment and strategic benefit.
That is bleak. Calculated indifference built into stone. It really makes you look at these familiar grand structures completely differently, doesn't it?
Completely, as mocking blueprints, almost.
Absolutely. So just to wrap our heads around this, the architectural blueprint of the realm describes this entire nested reality, a kind of divine prison, it says, with concentric walls, one guarded gate.
Yeah, a perfect stage, meticulously designed, orchestrated by a caretaker for this long and tragic pantomime of the great cycle.
And the big aha moments are things like Antarctica maybe being this sea of tranquility, the elite paradise.
Right, and famous monuments like Stonehenge, the Pantheon, even the Colosseum, potentially being symbolic models of this whole structure, hiding in plain sight.
It suggests this incredibly structured, controlled reality where everything from the sun and moon to ancient stones is part of a cosmic game, constantly watched.
The implications are just huge. It shifts everything we think we know about geography, purpose, power.
It really does. Which leaves us with a final thought, maybe something for you, the listener, to think about.
Yeah.
If our world is this meticulously designed stage with these layers and hidden meanings, what other familiar parts of our reality, things we take for granted every day, might also be hiding a deeper, maybe more unsettling blueprint, just waiting for us to figure it out?